And it's PLB with Basketball News back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing round 2 of my 2020 NBA mock draft. You guys seem to like the first round that I did, so I thought today would be the perfect time to do the second round. So if you like this kind of content, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you'll get notified whenever I upload a video. And make sure to check out my baseball channel, PLB with MLB News, and my football channel, PLB with Football News. So, let's go ahead and start with the second round. With the 31st selection, the Philadelphia 76ers are going to select Cassius Winston, point guard out of Michigan State. Now, you may not understand this pick, and obviously they could go with Cassius Stanley from Duke, or they could go with Precious Achiuwa from Memphis. But I think they might want to go with Cassius Winston right here, who could be a good backup point guard next year. And whenever Ben Simmons is traded, if he is, he could step up as the starting point guard, or he could just be the backup point guard. With the 32nd selection, the Portland Trailblazers select Theo Maledon, point guard. Now they select another point guard, yes. They selected Nico Mannion in my first round, and I don't really think this makes sense, but I think he's the best available pick right here. We go on with the 33rd selection, where the Charlotte Hornets select Precious Achiuwa, power forward, Memphis. And I think Precious Achiuwa does have probably the most upside in this draft. I just don't see him being a first-round pick. I think he fits very well with the Charlotte Hornets team. And, yeah, I think he would fit very well. He would be behind P.J. Washington for a few years. I think they need to trade Miles Bridges anyways, because he's really not that great. And I think they could get a little bit back for him. With the 34th selection, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Cassius Stanley, shooting guard out of Duke. It says shooting guard, but he's more of a small forward or power forward person. And I think at 35, Golden State would have wanted to select Cassius Stanley, but I don't think they're going to get the chance right here. With the 35th selection, the Golden State Warriors select Elijah Hughes, small forward, Syracuse. Now, I had them... wait, never mind. They are not going to select. They are going to select Vernon Carey, center out of Duke. I did not see that Vernon Carey was still on this list, but I think he fits very well with this team. I think he could be the starting center for them. And if you have a second-round pick right here and have a pick right here and Vernon Carey still on the board, definitely think you have to take him if you're the Warriors. With the 36th selection, the Detroit Pistons select Elijah Hughes, small forward out of Syracuse. With the 37th selection, the New York Knicks select Darius Days, power forward out of LSU. Now, you're probably thinking they should probably get a point guard here. I have them selecting 2 point guards in the first round, and Devin Dotson, point guard out of Kansas, and LaMelo Ball. With the 38th selection, the Chicago Bulls select Emmanuel Quickley, point guard, Kentucky. I think he fits very well on this team. They don't really need a point guard, but I think he could fit well as their backup point guard. With the 39th selection, the Washington Wizards select Killian Tilly, small forward, Gonzaga. With the 40th selection, the Sacramento Kings select Saban Lee, point guard, Vanderbilt. With the 41st selection, the San Antonio Spurs select Aaron Henry, small forward out of Michigan State. With the 42nd selection, the Atlanta Hawks select Myles Powell, shooting guard, Seton Hall. With the 43rd selection, the New Orleans Pelicans select Reggie Perry, power forward, Mississippi State. With the 44th selection, the Sacramento Kings select Jameis Ramsey. Point guard, Texas Tech. With the 45th selection, the Charlotte Hornets select Sadweek B. Power forward, Villanova. With the 46th selection, the Brooklyn Nets select him. I don't know how to pronounce his name. With the 47th selection, the Memphis Grizzlies select Jared Butler, point guard out of Baylor. I think he would be the perfect backup point guard, backing up Ja Morant. And I think he's probably going to spend his first year or two in the G League, because obviously he's not going to take Ja Morant's spot most likely. With the 48th selection, the Dallas Mavericks select Jalen Harris, shooting guard, Nevada. I don't know how to pronounce either of those names, but Indiana's taking a center out of Arizona. Philadelphia's taking a center out of Virginia. I think both of the teams need a center. I think Indiana as a backup, or after Miles Turner gets traded, and also for Philadelphia, it would be a backup point guard, and same way if Joel Embiid gets traded. We go on with the 51st selection. The Sacramento Kings select point guard Malachi Flynn, point guard San Diego State. With the 52nd selection, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Tyshawn Alexander, shooting guard, Creighton. With the 53rd selection, the Miami Heat select Trevon Queen, shooting guard, New Mexico. With the 54th selection, the Utah Jazz select Mason Jones, shooting guard, Arkansas. With the 55th selection, the Denver Nuggets select Isaiah Joe, shooting guard, Arkansas. With the 56th selection, the Boston Celtics select Skylar Mays, point guard, LSU. And with the 57th selection, the LA Clippers select Isaiah Livers, small forward out of Michigan. With the 58th selection, the Toronto Raptors select John Petty, shooting guard out of Alabama. With the 59th selection, the LA Lakers select Jalen Crutcher, point guard, Dayton. And with the 60th selection, the New Orleans Pelicans select Luka Garza, center out of Ohio. So that's going to be the end of round 1 and round 2 mock draft of mine. So if you like this kind of content on the channel, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you will get notified whenever I upload. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back with more videos soon.